Hi, I am not Dr. Stephen Gundry, and I'm not selling supplements. I'm just going to tell you the truth. Let's consider eating prebiotic-rich foods, walnuts, bananas, apples, chia seeds. Wait. Hit Google and look up foods high in prebiotics. Prebiotic fiber, when it goes into your mouth, down your throat, through your stomach, and to your gut, your small intestine, they have this really cool fiber. An apple is particularly high amongst the fruits in this fiber. So are walnuts and almonds, two of my favorite nuts. When you put those into your mouth, chew them up, and they go to your gut, they support the good bacteria. And when you have good bacteria, they produce a substance called butyric acid, or butyrate. And what does butyrate do? It heals leaky gut. Did you know that 74% of Americans have a digestive problem? So, BPB, that's Bravo, Papa, Bravo. BPB. Those are butyrate producing bacteria. In people who are 90 years old that are healthy like they're 30, they have lots of those BPBs in their gut, or a healthy gut biota, or their gut flora has a healthy balance. And in younger people who are 40 who have leaky gut, gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, irritable bowel syndrome, ulcerative colitis, or any other bacterial dysbiosis or whatever, there's not good bacteria, and there's presence of not only cuts in their membranes of their small intestine, which are very thin, they're only one cell thin, and they're supposed to have a mucus layer over them to protect them. They not only eat lectin-heavy foods like eggplant and tomato, which, humans haven't actually eaten eggplants or tomatoes for a large part of human history. So you have to ask yourself, when you go around the world to traditional diets in the so-called blue zones where more people live to be 100, what are they eating and what are they not eating? Well, I'll tell you what they're not eating. They're not eating Oreo cookies or Dorito chips made of modified cornstarch with artificial colors and flavors and chemical additives and bliss point engineering. They're not an ultra-processed food. Their diet is composed of things that animals in nature consider food, like fish and animal flesh and vegetables like potatoes and carrots and broccoli and leeks and garlic and onion, the alums. Onion's high in prebiotic fiber too, so is garlic. Artichoke, Jerusalem artichoke, inulin, another one from chicory root, for example. So it isn't one thing, right? I'm not here giving a subscription or a prescription, but if you are going to spend money on expensive probiotics, I highly suggest you eat prebiotic-rich foods first, and then take the probiotics, wait 35 to 45 minutes, and then drink water. That way, your gastric juices, bile, and acid have a chance to play with those prebiotic-rich foods and allow the probiotics and fiber so when the prebiotics and the probiotics are together, they have a chance of surviving the stomach. Now, I'm going to say a chance because the stomach is a very aggressive thing. Your mouth, when you chew with saliva, has enzymes. Well, that's the first place where the probiotics would get annihilated. So usually we pop a capsule from the refrigerated section with probiotics in it. That way it has a chance of getting through the stomach, but that capsule will probably open in your stomach acid. So what you really want to do is eat your prebiotic rich meal, something about the size that you could hold in your hands, right? Like an appropriate serving, unless you're 10 years old or an Olympic athlete, in which case you'd need to eat 2 or 3 of those. But if you're a sedentary adult, eating less and moving more is a great way to keep a healthy body weight. A lot of adults that lose weight and keep it off go to eating 1 meal per day. That's it. No snacks, no breakfast, no dinner, just lunch. And a good nutritionally sound lunch with enough macros and all the micros. Remember, micros are micronutrients that are important even when you're fasting. The minerals and vitamins are important so your body can make ketone bodies from stored body fat. What is body fat? Body fat forms when we eat excess carbohydrates, right? You want to fatten up a farm animal, you feed it grain. It makes it fat. Well, if you want to get fat as a person, you can eat a lot more rice, pasta, sugar, glucose, fructose, fruit, berries, carbohydrates, starchy vegetables like potato. If you eat like hundreds of grams of carbs per day and don't move very much, you will definitely get fatter because carbs are fattening. Okay, that's in my posting about weight loss. Just remember that. Carbs are fattening. Now, eating a high-fat, moderate protein diet can cause bacterial problems in the gut. So keto, if you're coming off type 2 diabetes from sugar abuse or, too much beer or bread or pasta, and you gained weight and you felt like crap, your joints hurt, everything, and then you get in keto, I feel better now. Protein and fat, they're not fattening. If you get a lot of omega-3 fat, it's anti-inflammatory also. Less omega-6. Don't use vegetable oil. It's made from rapeseed and it's GMO and treated with glyphosate, and it goes through industrial process, heat, pressure, acid, base, extraction, deodorization. Use extra virgin olive oil, use butter, use ghee, use lard, use avocado oil. Your choice. You can use walnut oil. What I'm saying here, now I'm dragging it on for 8 minutes, you can revolutionize your gut health and eliminate digestive problems by eating prebiotic-rich foods with your probiotic supplement. So you eat your prebiotic foods, take your probiotic supplement, then in 30 to 45 minutes, drink water. Now, if you're going to take the supplement, it's going to stuck in my throat, wait until you have 2 or 3 bites of food left. Pop your probiotic supplement that you get from the fridge because it has to be kept cold. Take 2 more, 3 more bites of food, swallow it. Then it has a chance of making it to your gut. Okay? And then wait 35 to 45 minutes before drinking water. Avoid high fructose corn syrup and sugar and refined carbohydrates, white flour. It's okay as a minor part of your diet, not a major part of your diet. You want to use herbs and spices as seasoning for flavor. Don't buy pre-made sauces. They're usually half sugar, like barbecue sauce is half sugar, ketchup's half sugar. Think for things like real Dijon European style mustard. If you smear that on a hot dog, not to suggest eating hot dogs is healthy, but if you get the nitrate free real hot dog or Polish dog or bratwurst or whatever, and you smear stone ground mustard on there, it's just made with vinegar and pepper and mustard seed ground up. It's actually really delicious, and that's how they do it in Germany and other parts of Europe. You don't have to avoid all sauces. The word curry means sauce in Hindu languages, so curry just means sauce. Sauces are great because they add flavor. Most noodles are just a carrier. They're a carbohydrate carrier for the sauce. Or another way of saying it is, the sauce is where it's at. Not talking about alcohol. I gave up alcohol like over 40 days ago. And yeah, I'm counting because I had a problem. Now, towards the end, I went to 1 day per week on Friday night. And then I got really sick with the flu. So I went through the coffee withdrawal hangover and the no alcohol hangover effect while I was sick with the flu, so I didn't really notice. And then once the flu wore off, I was free of both and just went with it. And now it's been over a month. Thank God, So I'm going to end the video there because I don't have some special thing I want to sell you at the end of the video, because I'm not Dr. Stephen Gundry, a board-certified cardiologist. I'm just a random guy trying to find the truth. And for years I've been telling people online, ultra-processed foods like Oreo cookies, they're fine if you're a teenager or a kid in moderation. I'm not some kind of, Dr. Robert Lustig zealot. Oh, sugar's gonna kill everyone. I'm not some zealot. But I am telling you that Americans at Safeway are spending 73% of their money on ultra-processed foods, which aren't part of any traditional diet, and might as well be a science experiment in disease-causing substances, because the artificial colors they add are either causing DNA damage or cancer, and have been outlawed in countries like Norway since 2011 or Canada in 2018, but the US FDA gave them till 2027, and they're only outlawing a few of the worst ones. So artificial food dye and color isn't going to go away entirely. They're just getting rid of the most dangerous ones, the ones with the most strong cancer risks. So we'll get there, obviously. The problem, of course, is that, frozen food, canned food, processed food tends to lose color and flavor and taste. So to compensate for that, artificial colors and artificial flavors and something called bliss point engineering is used to give bland food powders, for example, to make a Dorito chip. They take modified starch, which just tastes like nothing, like dirt that doesn't, like air. I mean, it just does. It's a bland. If you put it in your mouth, it's like eating cotton. It just doesn't taste like anything. And then they sprinkle on funny colors and flavors that are all engineered, made in a laboratory, to create the spicy hot, flaming hot, or whatever. And when you put it in your mouth, they taste amazing. I'm not going to lie. I've had Dorito chips. I'm not some kind of like hippie granola crunching weirdo. I'm a gun-toting conservative, right? I'm not saying that eating Dorito chips causes disease. I'm saying that eating only ultra-processed food like Dorito chips is not a healthy diet. And you should eat some carrots and onions and garlic and apples, and just look up on Google. You have it on your phone. Just Google search prebiotic rich foods, lectin free diet, best probiotic, and then try it. There's people that said after 1 week of changing what they eat to real food, they noticed they had less pain in their joints, less mental fog, more energy like they did when they were a child. You don't have to add any special supplement. You could, for example, when you're eating, take a high-quality multivitamin to get all your micros, and maybe a mineral supplement to get all your minerals, so your vitamins and minerals. Probably a good idea. And I would suggest drinking enough water throughout the day. But now we're at almost 15 minutes, so hey, thanks for watching my video. This is the first time I've done it with the FaceTime camera on my MacBook. The image quality absolutely sucks, but you get the message. Thanks for watching. Click that subscribe button if you liked it, or give it a like, and I'll see you around.